What's up, guys? It's Mike for Sim Racing 604, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming race season. So we have three major race series that either have started or are going to start very, very soon, and I'm very excited for this race season. There's a lot going on and a lot of exciting kind of storylines behind as well. It gives us sim racers a chance to see how the real pros do it. So we will start off with what you're seeing right now on your screen, which is of course the Formula One season. So in just a couple of days they're going to run the premier race of 2018, which is Australia at Albert Park. So very excited for that race, and just thinking a lot about Formula One and thinking back to last season. So difficult to give predictions, of course, as to what's going to happen, but I think it's fairly safe to say that you know, we expect a strong showing from Mercedes and Ferrari and Red Bull once again. So good luck to all those teams, definitely. If I were to make a prediction, I think it's probably once again in the manufacturer realm, at least, going to come down to Ferrari and Mercedes. But I think in the drivers' standings, you may see Sebastian Vettel take it once again. I was impressed with what he was able to accomplish last year, of course. And you know, came very, very close to beating Lewis Hamilton as well. I think my probably dark horse pick is going to be Max Verstappen. If you guys recall, last year he had some technical issues kind of mid-season, but just put together some absolutely amazing runs. So I think if the car can stay, you know, healthy, quote unquote, I think Max Verstappen has a legit chance to be, you know, a top three, if not number one driver. And yeah, you never know, but that's kind of, like I said, my dark horse pick. But there should be some good storylines. I know Ferrari has talked about getting out of Formula One altogether, so we will see if anything develops on that front. But yeah, it should be a great season. I will post the schedule to all three of the leagues I'm talking about today below, but again, Australia goes in just a few days. I think it's, well, for me, it's March 25th, I want to say, at about 10 p.m. Pacific time. So for you on the east coast of the United States or Canada, it's going to be very, very late for you. And in Europe, I suppose it's an AM race, and in Australia, lucky you get to watch it at a regular time of day. But the rest of the races, most of them center around Europe, so they're typically going to come early, very early in the morning for us on the Pacific coast of North America, and a bit later in the morning for those on the East Coast. So yeah, very exciting. Looking forward to this season. Let me know below in the comments, please, what your predictions are for Formula One in 2018. This is currently known as the Halo season, but I think that's soon to be forgotten. I think we will, once the racing starts, we'll get down to true storylines. The Halo's there, it's not going anywhere, so is what it is. Alright guys, let's move on to the next featured league. Alright guys, so the second league I want to talk about is the Blancpain GT series. So obviously GT3 is a massive player in the sim racing world. You don't have to go far in online lobbies to find a GT3 race. We all love them. It's kind of cool to drive, you know, exotic cars in race spec. You know, you get to jump in an R8 or, you know, a high-end Corvette or a high-end Ferrari or something like that, and still have you know, control over the car. It's not a oversteering beast like it would be in the road version. So anyway, GT cars, very popular, and the Blancpain GT series kicks off very soon. In fact, they've done their testing. I think they were testing at Paul Ricard, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so it's a 10 race series that combines sprint races and endurance races. And they go here to the Nürburgring GP, among other places, Silverstone, Spa. So again, I will post the schedule below. And so in addition to being able to watch the pro, it's very good driving, by the way. In addition to being able to watch the pros drive, you know, the GT3 cars that we all know and love from sim racing, it's also going to be cool because sometime very late in the season we are going to get Assetto Corsa Competizione. So it's going to be cool that if you start following the league, and by the way, they have a great app, and I believe they live stream all their races through the app, so you can follow it that way. But if you look up Blancpain in your Blancpain in your app store. You will find the app, and I believe they live stream the races via the app. So you can, maybe jump in there if you're not already following the league, and find a favorite team or favorite driver or something like that. And like I said, when AC Competition drops, you can actually jump in and drive as that driver. So there's a 24-hour at Spa race, which is cool, but again, it combines sprint races and endurance races throughout the season. So very cool. I'm very excited to follow Blancpain for the first time. I used to watch GT3 races just kind of sporadically, but I'm actually going to commit myself and watch a full season of it this year, time permitting, of course. But very excited to see that. And yeah, so GT3 series Blancpain is something that's coming to you very, very soon. Alright guys, let's look at the last racing league. Alright guys, so the last league that I want to feature is IndyCar. So this car here that you're seeing, this is actually from iRacing. Oh, you can see that big watermark in the lower right hand corner. But anyway, this is the Dallara IR18 from iRacing. So a lot of us who have iRacing downloaded this car. It recently was added to the game and gave us a chance to drive the 2018 spec IndyCar, and it turns out it is a really, really awesome car to drive. It's I would say a step below Formula 1 in performance, but a lot simpler. It kind of takes you back to the old school days of Formula 1, where there weren't all the MGU and things like that to manage. It's just a straight up race car. So they actually reduced the downforce this year, and I don't know about the engine specs, if they changed anything on that, but anyway, they should be a little bit faster this year. So what's cool about Indy racing, well, there's a couple cool things. Number one, it combines road and oval, so they actually have, they basically nominate 3 winners at the end of each season. One, the driver that performed the best on road courses, 2, the driver that performed best on oval courses, and 3, the overall winner. So you could actually have one discipline that you're very, very good at and still not be the overall winner. So it's a great test overall of somebody's driving skills, and yeah, really looking forward to this season. I grew up watching IndyCar actually because it came to my hometown. And yeah, looking forward to spending more time with it. If you're in North America and you can't see the late nights and early mornings required to follow either the GT series or the F1 series, this could be the league for you. It's going to be another great season. Obviously, IndyCar is a mark behind Formula 1 in terms of popularity, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. However, it doesn't mean it's not great racing with really awesome, fun cars. So they are already underway. They did, I think it was St. Petersburg, and that race is behind them. Then they take about a month off, so by mid-April they're going to be back in it, and then they start to do a lot more frequent races beyond that. So it's a long season for them, and should be some very, very exciting races. So yeah, that's going to be it. Like I said, I'll post the schedules for all 3 leagues in the description to this video, and it's going to be just a lot of really, really great racing this season, and I'm looking forward to it. So for those that are into sim racing and looking to see how the pros do it, you might want to start following these leagues. I think all 3 are going to be awesome, but maybe you could pick one and just pick a favorite driver and just see it through. Let me know in the comments, please. Let me know your predictions for each season and which is your favorite racing league. And we will talk to you guys again soon. Thank you for watching.